What up though, y'all? Today we talking about the best albums from 2000, and oh boy is this gonna be difficult because we have Stankonia, we have Marshall Mathers LP, we got like Water for Chocolate, we got Supreme Clientele, Deltron 3030, Country Grammar, The Unseen. We got a bunch of albums from your favorite artists, including Jay-Z, Big Pun, Scarface, Ice Cube, Murs, LL Cool J, Black Rob, Ja Rule. You know, we got a bunch of albums from a bunch of different people, and so it's gonna be really hard to decide what your favorite is. I mean, how do you decide between Stankonia and Marshall Mathers LP? There's just two completely different sounds. Supreme Clientele and Country Grammar, two completely different sounds. And then Like Water for Chocolate, which is Common's album. I mean, these are all completely different spectrums of hip hop, and they existed simultaneously, which is crazy about this. We don't have years like this anymore. You know, we don't have years where everybody who is a major rapper drops. Everybody wanted to drop in 2000, everyone. And so what's crazy about this is really hard to decide. I mean, Stankonia I have listed as one of my favorite albums of all time multiple times, but Deltron 3030, I have a soft spot for concept albums. I mean, this is an album that tells a story, and it has really good production on it, and it's just so different and so left field that it really inspired me to do my own concept albums. And I'm currently working on a concept album called Sand City, produced by Sand Raptor. And so I really think that this is going to tell a story as well, is what we tried to do. And I'm excited for y'all to hear that. I'll keep you posted on it. But man, try picking between these albums. I mean, Country Grammar is Nelly's best album for sure. Marshall Mathers LP, one of Eminem's best albums. Supreme Clientele, one of Ghostface's best albums. And Supreme Clientele has one of my favorite songs of all time. I think it's pronounced Cherchez La Ghost. But that one's featuring You God. And the beat, the production, the delivery on there, it's just one of my favorite songs of all time. You know, really gets me, gets the people going, you know what I'm saying? So it's really hard to choose between all these albums. I think that when you're doing that, you're really kind of like just calling it eventually. It's being like, yeah, I'll just pick this one because there's so many good albums. What happened to hip hop where we had years like this? You know, 2000 was a crazy year in terms of hip hop releases, you know? How come we don't get this anymore? Now we got artists that go 4 or 5 years before they drop an album, but I think everybody wanted to drop an album in the 2000 years. So I think that was the beginning of the century, so people wanted to, like, this is the good time to drop new beginnings, you know, wanted to be remembered. You know, people are gonna go back every 10 years to look at, oh, hip hop 30 years ago, 40 years ago, and in 2100, people are going to look at 100 years back and be like, yeah, this is what was dropping in 2000. So this is why everyone wanted to drop, is because they knew that people would constantly be going back to the year 2000 to see what was dropped. I really think it's crazy, man. Let me know what y'all favorites are, man. It's really hard. I mean, is there an album that I didn't list on here? I mean, I did mention that Wu-Tang, if I didn't, Wu-Tang had an album release this year. Jurassic 5 had an album release this year. So like, I did mention a lot of artists. Busta Rhymes, LL Cool J, Black Rob, Ice Cube, a lot of Big Pun, Murs, Ja Rule, you know, so all these guys had albums too. So let me know, is there one that you think that I should actually have mentioned personally that I didn't mention by one of these artists? Because I really think the ones that I did pick were probably the best of 2000, but man, are there a lot to pick from. So that's what's crazy, man. Let me know. Let me know what y'all favorites are. Peace.
Roll that, bring it to the people. Still trying to thread the needle. Let's spread like an ego. Break it on down. Higher than a sleep out. Know you waiting on the reload. See you peeking through the keyhole. Break it on down. Like the earth that I'm crumbling. Eminem OutKast, play elixir style.